What's up guys, today's video is presented by EA Game Changers. Massive thanks to EA for inviting me to the World Cup capture event. Hey guys, what's up? It's Lasty here. Welcome today to a bit of a different video for me. Today I'm going to be simulating the World Cup. That basically means I'm not going to be playing any games, that my controller is not going to be used to you know, actually control any players or anything like that. Just going to simulate it with England, see how far we can get. That is the aim of the game today. So, being English, I have chosen my nation, my home nation as England, and we will go from there and see just how far we can get. So this is actually the FIFA 18 World Cup mode, not Ultimate Team, the other side of things. Now I accidentally clicked play match here at the beginning, and I realized nope, I'm actually going to be simming everything. So we go through to the first group stage match, which is Tunisia versus England. Now, I had no say in the starting lineups or anything like this. I literally just played it out, and this was my very first simulation of the World Cup mode. Very first time I'd literally gone in here to even look at it. So I've not done it over and over and again to get a winner from England or anything. I just wanted to see how it would do on my very first time within FIFA 18 World Cup. Now you can see England went 1-0 up in the 25th minute. A nice goal from Marcus Rashford right there. And we end up getting that crucial first win. Only 1-0, mind you, which, you know, maybe you would hope for something slightly better against Tunisia. But you can see what the World Cup actually does here. Once you played your match, you get to see what the other matchup in your group was like. And then they play their next game. And actually, you're able to go into the current standings and take a little look at each group, and actually you can even press toggle on the right stick, you know, as you're in each group to see what the results of the games were. We'll do that in the next round. I only found that after the first couple of games here, but you can see France are top in their group, Argentina are top in their group. The standings themselves are actually exactly where each team is in the group right now, so you don't actually have to toggle through each one unless you want to see more detailed stats. You can tell that, you know, Group H, Poland are winning it, Colombia are second, Senegal, and then Japan. But then you can obviously click right there and see, you know, who's got what points, what goal difference and stuff there is. And like I said, you could toggle with the right stick and find out what the actual scores were. So next up we have England versus Panama, and Dele Alli gets us off to a whopping start there to go 1-0 up in the second minute. Looks like things are probably going to be going alright in this game then, as we go 2-0 up, but instantly we get kick-offed right there to get it back to 2-1. But there you go, Kane getting a goal to make it 3-1, Sterling getting a goal to make it 4-1. Is there time for a fifth goal here to get an absolute demolishment? There we go, 5-1. Harry Kane scores yet again. He's got a brace in that game right there against Panama. Our England captain, of course, doing really well and keeping us joint top of the group, or at least second in the standings because of our goal difference. Even though we just won 5-1, we're not top because Belgium have a goal difference of 7. So taking a look at the standings after 3 games, then you can see that Uruguay are top. You know, it looks like Egypt are going out. Mo Salah looks to be going out there, and there you can see on the right hand side, you can see actually the results and the fixtures and all of that stuff that went on. So I'll flick over to that for each of the groups as we go through here. You can tell that, Portugal got a 2-1 win there. Spain got a 4-0 win. France getting that 1-1 draw against Denmark. Still leaving them top of the group, though, because, of course, they drew against, second place. So they've done all right. Argentina, similar situation. They've got 2 wins, 1 draw. But their draw probably coming against Croatia as well. And then moving on to Group E, we've got Brazil at the top there. You know, they've got to be favourites to do pretty well, right? Serbia in second place. Switzerland and Costa Rica looking as though their exit from the tournament is pretty near. Germany, top of their group, 3 games, 3 wins, obviously, you know, 3-0, 2-0 and 2-0. They haven't even conceded a goal, which is pretty typical as well. You know, you can imagine that from Germany, can't you? So we're second on 6 points, 2 games, 2 wins, but Belgium haven't conceded and have scored 7 goals. So they're doing really, really well. And of course, the final game in our group is going to be Belgium versus England. So Poland and Colombia looking to go through. I believe Japan have just hopped over Senegal right there after, what, did they get themselves any? I couldn't see what the eventual scoreline for their game was. So it's England v Belgium. We're warming up. This game could top us the group, or of course it could pretty much see us. I mean, we're second. We're doing all right. We're probably going through here, and we go 1-0 down to a Kevin De Bruyne penalty. And there's probably a lot of his teammates on my starting 11, and he's ended up just, you know, scoring a goal against us. That's not brilliant. And what's even worse is that we go 2-0 down. You know, Belgium are 2-0 up here. Michy Batshuayi scoring his goal to put us 2-0 down. And as the 90th minute approaches, that's how that one's going to go. Simulating our entire group stage then, guys, we won 2 and we lost 1. Belgium topped the group with no goals conceded and 9 goals for, 9 points on the board, of course. Now, that's a hell of a group stage from them. And now we push on through to the knockout stages. But let's take a look at who went through and who didn't. Egypt with Mo Salah went out. We've got Spain and Portugal going through. You can imagine that would happen. Again, France and Denmark, I would say they were the teams that I would pick as well, as Argentina and Croatia. Brazil and Serbia, you know, obviously Brazil is always going to go through there. Germany and Mexico, so Lozano gets to go through over Sweden and Korea. England and Belgium go through. We go through as second place team, and then Poland and Colombia are your teams making it through to the knockout stages as well. So that is that. Let's move on in to the knockout stages itself, and we're going to be able to see which matches we get drawn up in. And there you go. We are in your bottom right corner. England are going to be playing Poland, of course, and the first few results are shown on screen up until the ones that, you know, in our match day standing and whatnot. So you can see that Uruguay, France, Brazil, Belgium, Spain and Argentina have all won their games. One game there, Spain versus Russia, went to penalties. Spain eventually won 4-3, as you can see in the top right corner, in the round of 16. So this is our game in the round of 16. Poland versus England. We're up against Lewandowski, guys. A very, very talented striker in real world football. But Rashford sticks us 1-0 up in the 12th minute. We are up in this game. Can we hold on? That's the thing. You're looking at that 0 and that 1, and you're wondering which number's going to change next. Can we make it 2-0? Are they going to equalise, or is it just going to stay the same and stay really tense all the way up until that 90th minute? It's looking like it's going that currently, guys. Can we get an extra one right at the end there? No, not quite. But the lucky thing is, Poland didn't do it either. So we come away with a 12th minute winner right there from Rashford, and we have made our way into the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Now it comes to it. That very, very fateful game. Germany versus England. It's not looking good for the English team. You know, the Germany squad's really, really solid. You can see that France beat Uruguay to go through into the semis. Brazil beat Belgium, who were unbeaten in their group, but so were Brazil. So it's going to be a France versus Brazil semi-final. That's a pretty big tie. Spain have got Argentina, and of course we've got Germany. Now, taking a look at the starting lineups, once again, I've not changed a single thing here because at the time at the capture event, we didn't know what the eventual squads were going to be and all of that type of stuff. I didn't want to make any assumptions. I just wanted to play this out to see how it goes. Now we go 1-0 down to Germany. That's not good, is it? You know, Julian Draxler scores the goal there, but Khedira gets injured. And, you know, that might change the game slightly. Can we get back in this, guys? That's exactly what we want, but it's not looking likely, is it? We're going out 1-0 to Germany right now. Well, until we get an 87th minute Rashford goal, push this game into extra time, and Raheem the Dream gets a 102nd minute goal. Can we hold out? We do hold out until the 120th minute. And I'm not joking with you guys, this is the very first time I played this, and England get an 87th minute equaliser to push the game to extra time, and then Raheem Sterling scores the winner for us to beat Germany to then go on through to the semi-finals of the World Cup. It seems unrealistic to me, right? But Brazil Brazil beat France 2-1. So Brazil have carved their way into the final. And it's down to Spain versus England to see who's going to come out on top there and book their spot in the World Cup final. And then, of course, we'll have the third place playoff too. But it's Spain v England. And, I mean, just take a look at some of the players that you can see. De Gea, well, I know how good he is on FUT World Cup mode, like within Ultimate Team. And England go 1-0 down in the 8th minute. Now, Germany did this to us, and we managed to come back. But, you know, Spain might be a whole nother kettle of fish. So it's 60th minute now, and we still haven't managed to get a goal back. I know, Isco misses a penalty. So it means that it looks like Spain are attacking, right? They go 2-0 up. This is going to be it. This is the end of the World Cup for England. Now, we got further than I could imagine. You know, we made it into the semi-finals, but we didn't quite book our spot in the World Cup final. A 2-0 defeat by Spain means it's going to be a Brazil versus Spain final. And that's as far as it goes for England. Well, actually, we've got a third place playoff. We've got a match up against, a very close nation to us. That is France. They're just over the water, aren't they? You know, how much of a match up is this game going to be? France versus England, another great side that we come up against. Are we able to score in this game? Mbappe's just scored for France, which means we are currently 1-0 down, and it's not looking good. We weren't able to come back from this when we were just playing Spain, but against Germany, we were able to. There's 20 minutes left in the game. Are we able to get anything back here? No. Mbappe, the young Frenchman, is able to get a second goal in the game and win that third place playoff for France. So, unfortunately, England have... After making our way to the semi-final, the worst possible place we could really come out was 4th. Now, unfortunately, that's happened to us. And as you can see, we are eliminated from the tournament. France take that third place with a 2-0 win over us. But we know we have a Brazil versus Spain final. Now, with this World Cup mode, if you simulate it like that and your team does get eliminated, you don't actually get to carry on in the competition to see how it would play out or anything, which is, slightly disappointing in my opinion. So what I've done here, in order to actually, because we're so close to the end, and I want to show you like a whole World Cup, you know, all I got to do is simulate a game between Brazil and Spain, right? I removed all of the controllers so that it was just the AI playing. And do you want to see what was the eventual winner for a World Cup? Here we have Paulinho making his way into the box, plays it into Renato Augusto, and that shot, which sort of cannons off of Gerard Piqué, goes into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Brazil in the World Cup final that I'm simulating here for you guys. It's actually an own goal that Piqué slots into towards the goalkeeper, and then it ends up going flying into the back of the net. And that right there is actually going to be the difference in this match. There was a lot of passing around the park. Brazil had a lot of the possession. If I show you the overall end-up stats of the game, there you go. Brazil had 65% possession at half-time. And you know, 35% for Spain, 2 shots from them. It wasn't looking great. There wasn't a huge amount of opportunities going on, but the final winners were Brazil. A 1-0 victory for Brazil in this simulated match towards the end here within FIFA 18 World Cup, but of course it's counted as like an international friendly rather than the final of the World Cup, because it doesn't continue past once your team is eliminated. So England, my team, I'm really proud of the boys. My first term as manager, I got us 4th spot at the World Cup. You know, that's without any training or anything, so I'm pretty proud of the lads. So that right there is your final World Cup standings. Brazil win 1-0 in the final to win the World Cup in Russia 2018. To be able to sort of simulate that within FIFA 18 World Cup was actually really cool. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Share this video around with all your mates, and of course don't forget to check out all of the other content on the channel. Most importantly guys, have a lovely day, and I will catch you next time. Peace.